Hey, what's up, everybody? Um, you know, like I don't know any other way to start this episode other than just ripping the band-aid off. My those of you that followed this podcast that followed me and Ian here uh talking about our love of comics and all things nerd and all that stuff. Probably been wondering why it's been, about a month since we put out an episode. And the reason why we have not is because sadly, very unexpectedly, my friend Ian passed away. At the time of this recording, he passed away nearly a month ago. Today is April 18th, which is Superman Day. And he passed away, I believe it was on the 22nd of March. And so, yeah, just haven't had a whole lot in me to want to do, any episodes or anything like that. But I'm not trying to just jump off of that and into the next thing, like that or anything. But as far as the future of the channel and the podcast and all that kind of stuff, I really just I don't know at this point in time. I just don't know. And the reason why I don't know is because, you know, I've already discussed. By the way, this is if I do decide to continue doing anything, I'm gonna have like a little prop here where he normally would have been of something that he was a big fan of. You guys already know he was a big fan of the Fantastic Four, and he was also a big fan of Spider Man. So I found this Fantastic Four Spider Man Funko, and it made me think of him. So I got it, and so it's just a little prop here, pretty much representing his memory for right now. But I've had lots of friends and family and everything pretty much ask me what is the deal with the show, what I'm gonna do with the channel and all of that. And I just don't know. And everyone has told me, like, he would want you to continue because you love this, y'all were passionate about this. He would want you to continue doing it, without him. And while I 100% get that sentiment in the way that we were doing it, it's really, he and I had talked about doing this show for years, like years, 6 years or something like that. Originally, because one thing that he and I loved to do was to watch very, very terrible movies and just comment on them as we were watching them and all of that. And like we would always have a real good time doing that. And so the original idea behind me doing a YouTube or anything like that was it was going to be me, him, and a third guy, a mutual friend of ours. His name was Tyler. We were going to watch bad movies and like react to them and talk about them and all that. And eventually, that led me into doing like the kaiju stuff. Like I'm just pointing at my Godzilla there. I don't think a few other Godzilla things here. But that led me to do the podcast Kaiju Carnage here. That was centered on kaiju. And the entire time I was doing it, we would sit there. I would say, man, we really need to start that YouTube channel and all that. And then eventually I did start a YouTube channel, primarily just like doing unboxings and things like that of my collection and all that. But finally, eventually, I was just like, if we're going to do it, we just need to do it. And so I invited him over. You know, we had our first episode was Superman themed, you know, because of the new James Gunn Superman film coming out and all that. And we had a blast, and it seemed like, you know, eventually we were going to get into move away from, not really away from comics, but just we were going to talk about other things other than comics. We were going to talk about movies, eventually music and all that, and we were really just going to start talking about all the things that we were passionate about, but we were going to use comic books and things as the launching pad for that. And yeah, so you know, it's like I don't know, when you've built something that was geared to be between you and your friend, and now your friend's not here anymore. It's like you just really don't know what to do with the thing that y'all made together. Um, I can let y'all know I'm probably still very much going to be doing like collectible hauls and unboxings and things like that, because I've still just been scooping up all kinds of stuff. Like found that in Target the other day. You know, it's just a little Godzilla car and all that, and so that I thought it was pretty cool. I didn't even know that that existed. I was just in Target and I saw it. I think it was the same day I got this actually, but you know, I don't know. I don't know to what capacity I'm gonna do like with the comic book stuff. I could tell you probably the very, very, very long discussion type episodes that Ian and I were doing. That's probably coming to an end, like the 2+ hour episodes. I mean, we had one that was knocking on 3 hours, and you know, those are probably going to come to an end. I have some other friends that I had talked about having on the show as well eventually. Um, you know, I just don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do as far as that is concerned. But yeah, I'm definitely probably still gonna be doing like a lot of the collectible episodes and all that stuff, just showing off some of the things that I've gotten. Because I mean, just in the last month, obviously I've gotten a lot of stuff that I was like, man, I really need to make a video of this and all that. It's just like it's, you know, it's tough. It's tough. Like I said, whenever you were planning on doing this with your friend and then your friend's no longer here, it's it's hard to figure out where to go from there. So with that said, that's pretty much all I've got to say. I just wanted to make the announcement as to what's been going on. Like, I know a lot of people that watched this podcast were friends and family of Ian, and um, you know, obviously they knew why, but there were a few of you that were just strictly here from like the kaiju days and all that stuff, and that had no idea. That was probably just wondering like what in the world happened. Like, why haven't why haven't they done anything? And so I just wanted to let y'all know. You know, I'm gonna miss him. He was my best friend easily. His family was kind enough to let me speak at his funeral and really air out some feelings that I had and everything. He was a great guy, and the world is a little less bright without him. But yeah, I just wanted to make the announcement, let everybody know. Don't look for anything anytime soon. If I do throw up something, it'll be something like on YouTube Shorts, or you know, just something on TikTok or something like that. You know, um, just showcasing some collectible that I have, something that I got. Also wanted to throw this out there from the Kaiju days. Oops. This is from Super 7. Um, yeah, this is from Super 7. This is Megalon. Megalon was, he and I did an episode on Godzilla versus Megalon on my Kaiju podcast that I did, which, you know, that's the logo. You can check it out on Spotify and all that, and hear us talk about Godzilla versus Megalon and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, he and I were big fans of Godzilla versus Megalon. That's a terrible film, and we loved it. And you know, the day, I believe it was the day of his funeral, I was just kind of going out and about, just to kind of get my mind off of things and all that. And I was in Walmart, and they have some little mystery boxes, Super 7 does, that has like little kaiju in it. And someone had apparently decided to open one to see what was in it, and it was Megalon. And apparently they didn't want Megalon, so they just threw it down on the floor. And, you know, I took that as a pretty cool thing, you know, like the day of his funeral, and I randomly find a Megalon figure just on the floor of Walmart, with its box. I paid for it, you know, don't think I just picked it up and pocketed it. But yeah, so I got this little Megalon for him. You know, it's going to be another little prop that I'll probably have, um, to represent and honor his memory and our friendship. But yeah, so just wanted to let you guys know, you know, all like 20 of you that would watch our episodes and all that. I really appreciate all the support that you guys gave us and all that. If you continue to support the channel in whatever capacity we're going to do, I really, whatever capacity I'm going to do, I really, really appreciate it. But yeah, just wanted to let you guys know, just do a quick episode and everything. So, yeah, I don't know about the future of the podcast, but, I know I will miss my friend. Rest in peace, Ian. We'll catch y'all later.